Respectful clients are not luck. They are not a manifestation exercise. They are not a coincidence. They are not something you just magically attract. They are a natural outcome of a business that communicates clearly, that leads intentionally, and that refuses to compromise standards. And so, if lately you've been attracting clients who drain you, who delay you, who expect more access than you offer, expect more access than they're paying for, that's not a personality problem. That is a structural problem. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And so if you are new here, I feel like I'm new here. I'm GiGi Diaz. I'm a business and media coach. I'm the creator of Seizing Happy and the Simple Business System. This is a coaching organization dedicated to helping women entrepreneurs achieve profitable businesses without burning out, without clogging up their calendars. My work blends strategy, systems, and intuitive alignment so that you can scale sustainably without the burnout. And so, if you want clients that respect you, if you want clients that respect your boundaries, if you want clients that honor your expertise, it starts long before they give you their credit card. And I'm going to show you three steps or three little secrets that are the way to make that happen. And so, number one, it starts with a system of messaging that is going to filter your ideal clients better than any screening process that you could ever put into place. We think that client quality is a sales call thing. You do like a form online, or maybe you get on these like live calls and you qualify the potential clients. I think I read something like 80% of client issues begin, I think it's like 80 or 85%. I don't remember exactly right now, but an obscene number. They begin upstream. They begin in your messaging. They don't you don't have the capacity to vet everybody personally. That's insane, right? Like think about the amount of time that you spent on sales calls. It doesn't make sense. Now, if your content is vague, if you are overly inspirational, right? If you're trying to attract absolutely everyone, you're going to end up creating openings in your messaging and openings in who you're attracting for people who don't naturally honor time, energy, or boundaries, right? And so research shows that people form their expectations about you based on the signals that you send before they ever pay you, before they even hit follow, right? So just upon coming across your content, coming across the way that you talk, the way that you deliver, the way that you share, the way that you create, right? Like the way you portray yourself in the content that you're creating. This is what's going to determine how they view you immediately. And so your messaging needs to make it impossible for the wrong clients to see themselves working with you. You should have like repellent to the wrong clients, right? And it should make the right clients feel immediately at home with you. They should immediately feel like that's my kind of gal. Like that's the kind of person I want to be with. So this means that you need to be able to communicate with clarity and specificity, right? This is something I teach really, really specifically inside the Simple Business System. It helps you to attract the doers, the people who are ready to make decisions, the people who are ready to take action, the people who are already aware of the transformation that they're looking for. They're not just happy to sit in their own BS, right? Like they're done. And these types of clients are the clients who respect the container that you're offering. These are the clients that are going to not just be the action takers, but respect the action that they're taking, right? Because you're portraying them yourself in the same way as they are. And so this is why your messaging is secret number one and why it matters so much more than any lengthy application form that you can put together to vet ideal clients. People pre-qualify themselves through how you speak to them because that is going to be the attractor or the thing that completely deflects them off of your business. Secret number two, this is the subtle cues in your content that trains clients how to treat you. How is it okay to treat you? And so a lot of entrepreneurs really, really underestimate this. So the truth is that your tone, your consistency, your boundaries, even the way you talk about your work even the way that you present your work is teaching people how to behave with you. And so, for example, they're going to pick up on, they meaning your clients, they're going to pick up on whether or not you glorify hustle or you glorify rest. And so, if I tell you that the word hustle actually sends chills down my spine, it is blocked from any of the content that I create. I have to use it in this sentence to get this point across to you. Otherwise, you hardly ever will hear me say this word. It's going to make you feel a certain type of way about me and about how I teach and what I teach and whether or not it's what you want. Because if you want to hustle, if you want to be the put your nose to the ground and work hard and do all that, I'm not the coach for you. I already did that. I already burned myself out and I saw that I actually get more results and more success by not hustling. Instead, by having systems and strategies in place that align perfectly with the life I want to create, and then I make my business structure support that. And so that's a video for another time. But now, if you are utilizing those that same element of how you're portraying yourself and what you're talking about and your tone around consistency and values and those boundaries that you set up, are you glorifying rest and you glorifying peace and you glorifying things that are simple, right? Like the literal name of my business is the Simple Business System, of my program, rather, is the Simple Business System. I'm going to immediately attract people who are looking for simplicity, who are looking for a trimmed down business model that allows them to run profitably without complications. It doesn't need to be hard to be profitable. And so, the people who are watching this, the people who are watching your content, you right now are picking up on whether or not I answer my DMs in the middle of the night, for example, on whether or not I hold my boundaries, on whether or not I'm going to interrupt what I'm doing or focusing to answer to like something on the chat, on the difference between me being spontaneous and like putting some notes together because I got this idea to share this video with you, and me being erratic and going down rabbit holes, right, in my conversation. And so, all of these are little tiny cues that make all of the difference in behavioral psychology that allow your followers, your viewers, your potential clients to immediately connect with you and to have those subtle cues that train them on how to treat you. So behavioral psychology is really, really consistent. And so people mirror the type of leadership that they observe. And so a lot of people think leadership is just for leading others, but leadership has everything to do with how you lead yourself. So when your content is rooted on clarity and calm and confidence, you're going to attract clients who show up in that same kind of energy. And if your content is, your messaging is, I don't know, like frantic and apologetic or overly accommodating, you're going to attract the kinds of clients that expect you to bend. And so you want to think about, what kind of client do I want to work with? And what behavior is your content actually modeling to attract those types of clients? I want you to, since we're like, I'm inviting you to do a little bit of an audit here of what your content is like. I want you to think about and look through what your stories look like. Stories are meant to be more spontaneous and more, um, spontaneous is the word. But, or and, you want to make sure that you're also showing up in your stories in that spontaneous way, in a way that aligns with the type of client that you want to attract. Okay, so that's really important. And secret number three, before we wrap this up, leadership is the foundation of respect. And now we talked already a little bit about leadership, but respect is not necessarily something that you can demand, right? It's something that people will give you naturally when your leadership gives them no other option. Respect will be given to you naturally when your leadership gives people no other option. So, leadership doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to pressure or that you're going to have like performative power. Like, you don't need to scream at anybody. You don't need to like do this all the time. It just means that you are clear, that you are consistent, and that you're emotionally regulated when you're doing the things that you're doing. And that inspires trust, right? When your processes are clear, when you can deliver in exactly what you said, what you promised, it's going to make your clients feel really safe. When your boundaries are healthy, it's going to help your clients to feel guided, right? Because you are clear. You know exactly where the line starts and where it ends and where the lines are for what's okay and what's not. And that's going to make them feel guided because then they're going to know where those lines are and what's okay and what's not and what's given and what's extra and what's already included. All of that stuff is going to feel easy. And when your energy is regulated, that builds supreme trust. The best way to regulate your energy is to, first of all, have control over it. It's one of the things that I love coaching on by the way that I help business owners structure their businesses, right? So the simple business system teaches you how to make more money by utilizing your expertise, bringing it into a group high program. So high touch, high transformation program, not just another course with 50 modules. Where you can continue to create impacts with your clients, but you're going to have energy because you're not going to be burnt out from delivering only at one to one. Now, when you have energy and that energy is regulated, it is so much easier for your clients to trust you. And so all of this is reinforced by research, right? You can look all this stuff up yourself. And so leaders who set predictable structures and honor their own capacity are perceived to be more authoritative and more trustworthy. Now, this is why inside pretty much everything that I teach, but also inside SBS, I talk a lot about like how to build systems and delivery processes that are easy to follow, right? Easy to communicate, easy to explain, and more importantly, easy for your clients to do so that the whole process makes your client feel like they're very well treated and very well guided from day one. And it keeps you as hands off as possible because, again, being able to reserve the energy is what gives you the opportunity to have that energy calibrated. So, if you want respectful clients, you have to embody the version of yourself who respects your own time first. You have to be able to communicate and take into account your projection of self in a way that, and your production of business in a way that is going to make the clients feel guided and like they can trust you from the beginning. And so, if you want to attract clients that honor your time, that respect your energy, that rise to your standards, that start with, you got to start with the clarity, and you got to start with that structure, right, for yourself. And so that's exactly what we built inside SBS. But I want you to, before you even look into SBS, because I feel like that's like been the focus of my day today. It's why I'm bringing this video kind of impromptu just with these notes that I made. I have something for you that is going to be even better. It's a 5-minute assessment. It's only $7. You can grab it and see where in all of these things that I talked about, where is the gap for your business? Where is the gap happening in how you are attracting the right kinds of clients that are going to be better for you, for your business, for your profits? And those clients are technically the clients that you're going to be able to serve best. And so, this Clarity Kickstart assessment, I'm going to put the link in the show notes. It's only $7. It's going to take you 5 minutes and it's going to give you the opportunity to find where is the gap in your business that is keeping you from attracting those dream clients. If you're watching this on the replay, I cannot wait to check out the comments. I've not done one of these YouTube videos in a really long time. And if you enjoyed this one, let me know. And I might do another very soon because this was kind of fun. See you around.